Easter is a key period for driving footfall to your pub, especially with families looking for somewhere to celebrate. It's a good idea to review your social media profiles, making sure that your contact details, opening hours, and Easter events are clearly visible. Update your branding. So try an Easter themed visual, such as a cover image which features some Easter eggs or some baskets or some chicks or bunnies. A touch of seasonal creativity can go a long way at catching attention. Prepare your event announcements. So if you're hosting any special Easter events at your pub, such as an egg hunt or a themed brunch, then create some content that's going to help promote this event. You could create a Facebook event, you could create an Instagram reel, and you could create some graphics which you could use both on stories and in your posts to try and build as much anticipation and get as many bookings as possible. And finalize any offers that you might have. So if you have any exclusive Easter promotions or discounts that you can advertise across your channels, it's great to get these campaigns going as soon as you can, at least 2 weeks before, ideally so that people have a chance to see them. Here's a full checklist to ensure that you're fully prepared for Easter 2025. So we've put together this useful checklist to help get your pub's social media ready for Easter. It includes questions around the appearance of your channels, the content in your bio and any links that you're sending people towards, competitions and whether you're going to launch an Easter one, and advertising campaigns, which can be fantastic for driving more traffic to your website and more bookings for your events. You may also wish to think about using influencers ahead of the Easter season too, particularly if you've got some great events happening at your pub. So you can find the link to this checklist in the notes on this video. Your website is a powerful tool to drive Easter bookings. Make sure it's ready to capture attention and convert visitors into customers. Here's how. Highlighting your Easter promotions, making it easy for visitors to find details about your Easter events, menus, and offers is recommended. So think about including photography, really clear headlines that mention the word Easter, and easy to download menus. As well as this, position your call to action button prominently on your landing page to help streamline the process of booking. So users will be looking for that book now button, so make it clear, preferably in a different colour, and think about incorporating a calendar on that landing page, like using Res Diary, which can also help to encourage more bookings. And finally, using a mobile-friendly design. So ensuring that your landing page is well optimized for mobile. This means having really clear headlines, great imagery, and also centering everything to the middle of the page means that this will work really nicely on phones. More customers are searching for Easter activities on their mobiles, and if your website looks great here, then you're more likely to convert some people into bookings. Planning ahead for Easter is key to your social media success. Start by mapping out a content calendar that will keep your followers engaged. You can download a template for a content calendar in the notes of this video. Mark out these dates in your calendar. 1 month before Easter, begin promoting any events and offers to build awareness. 2 weeks before Easter, ramp up your social media activity, posting regular reminders of special events and offers with links to book. And on Easter weekend, share live updates such as Instagram stories and posts showcasing the celebrations happening in real time. Plot in when you'll be posting about key event announcements, running any competitions, or launching your social media advertising. Ideally, any adverts would be running good time ahead of the main Easter weekend. Schedule in any photo or video shoots to avoid last minute rushes. Don't forget to download that content calendar template in the notes of this video to start filling it out for the Easter period. Showcasing your garden in the beautiful sunshine is a great way to encourage more people to come and celebrate at your pub this bank holiday. Of course, this does count on the British weather actually being nice, but take those opportunities to get out in your pub garden and take some shots when you can. Showcase Easter by including some Easter themed props like this bunny rabbit and showing any activities that you're hosting, such as these colouring kits for children. Also, placing Easter eggs around your pub can be a nice way to make a nod to Easter. You can see in the caption here, they've also used the hashtag Easter too. Using photo albums on Facebook is a nice way to showcase what's going on at your pub around the Easter weekend. Feature the Easter bunny, so if anyone's dressing up, then that would be a fantastic thing to include. And also getting some bunny ears and showcasing some Easter bonnets are all very recognisable props that will create some eye-catching content for your social media. And finally, using some reels to show off what's happening in and around your pub is a great way to grab attention. To make sure your posts cut through the noise this Easter, use eye-catching visuals. So incorporate any Easter elements that you can, like pastel colours, spring themes like daffodils or tulips, Easter eggs, rabbits, anything that has that Easter feel to it. Leverage as much user-generated content as possible. So this is any content created by your customers. Encourage your customers to tag your pub in any of their Easter photos. And you could do this by running a competition or just putting up signage around your pub to help encourage people to do this more. And post consistently. Keep your audience engaged by posting regularly in the lead up to Easter. Perhaps you could challenge yourself by doing a post a day on the 3 weeks building up to the Easter holidays. So using relevant keywords and hashtags in your caption can help to boost your post visibility. Including words not just Easter, but hashtag Easter brunch, hashtag Easter egg hunt, and hashtag spring celebrations could be good options to help get in front of even more people. Also think about what people might be looking forward to doing, like family fun or dog-friendly pub, or foodie adventures as they've used here. Be mindful of anything that's trending closer to Easter, such as Easter 2025, and also anything that's specific to what's in your photo or video as well. Also include some hashtags related to where you're based in the country, like in this example, Cotswold and Cotswold food. Pubs of Britain is always a good one as well. Eat local. So have a think about what other people are using, maybe get some inspiration by doing some research. And then long weekend, bank holiday and Easter weekend are also good ones to include. Typically, people tend to use around 5 to 10 hashtags in the caption on Instagram. Collaborating with influencers can significantly boost your reach during this season. Choose partners who align with your pub's vibe and target audience for the best results. Look for local influencers who are likely to be of interest to your audience. Perhaps they have talked about dining out or drinking out before, or regularly discussed what it's like living in the local area. Once you find that perfect fit, propose a mutually beneficial agreement, such as a complimentary experience of your themed menu in exchange for a reel or post. Let's explore how to find and collaborate with influencers in more detail. So, to find influencers to work with, start by searching on Instagram using the bar at the top. Find this by clicking on the magnifying glass, which means search, and then you can use that area in the top to find your influencers. Start by searching for words like your location, followed by blogger or food blogger, and then filter to accounts. And this will include anyone who has that phrase or word in their name or biography. So that's quite an easy way to find people to begin with, as long as you're in an urban location. If you're not quite sure if your location will work, then you could try searching for phrases like drink blogger, beer blogger, food blogger, and seeing who comes up. Bear in mind that it doesn't always have to be a local influencer. It could be someone who's traveling to your area, who talks about tourism or holidays, because that would still be relevant. On TikTok, you could try searching for keywords like wine influencer and scrolling through all the people who have that word in their name or biography. Again, you might want to go down the route of using a local area. Do have a look and see what suggestions come up when you start to search, such as Cotswold staycation or Cotswold things to do, and you might find relevant TikTokers who are talking about these things. When you do find an influencer that you'd like to work with, have a read through of their bio to see if they're genuine. You've got to check to see if they've got an up-to-date social media profile, meaning they've created content recently. And you also want to check that they've got evidence of engagement. So you're looking for video views, comments, and likes if these are visible. And finally, check that they're talking about relevant content regarding your local area or going out or eating out. So when it comes to messaging your influencers, you should look to include why you are contacting them. For example, you really like their posts, or you have an upcoming event or campaign, or you've noticed that they live locally to your pub. Then state what you are offering the influencer. Is it a free meal, a takeaway experience, beer tasting, an area to use, a stay? And finally, who you are and where you are based. So be very clear about what it is your name and position is, and your pub's location, as well as your URL. It's also a good idea to follow up by using a quick DM to the influencer. This is really just to let them know that you have dropped them an email and just to identify that they should be checking their emails to see this. Here's a great example of a successful influencer campaign during Easter. This influencer, called the Cotswold Food Bloggers, was invited to try out the roast at the Ship Inn. You can see they've done a fantastic review in the form of a carousel showcasing the wonderful food on offer there. And they've tagged in the pub, as well as including it in the caption and also including it as text on top of the video there too. So the review is really positive and hopefully drives some fresh people towards the pub's page. It had great engagement and some good comments as well. In this example, on TikTok, the influencer Sophie Manchester Foodie has been invited in for a classic Sunday roast at this Manchester-based pub.
Looking for a classic Sunday roast in Manchester? Then head down to the wharf in Castlefield to get your fix. This super cute traditional pub is right on the canal and serves up amazing roast dinners. I was kind of sad because they'd run out of the chicken roast, but the pork with all the trimmings was just as good. Definitely order extra roast potatoes as they were the best part. It can get really busy in here, so make sure that you book in advance to avoid disappointment. Follow for more scran.
So you can see there that she's filmed it totally in her style with her voiceover, her colloquialisms like scran, and so it comes across as very authentic, and also some great tips on booking ahead. This has had great engagement and lots of people in the comments saying they really need to try out this pub's roast. To make sure your posts reach a wider audience, consider boosting key content with paid advertising. Boost your event announcements, Promote your Facebook event with a small budget to maximize reach. You don't need to spend big to get results, so £30 to £50 over a few days could be enough. Or try boosting an Instagram reel, which can also work really well. If you've worked with influencers, boosting the collaborative post that they created would be a great strategy, as this makes your advert more eye-catching and authentic. Target the right audience. You can choose demographics like age, location, and interest to ensure that your posts are being seen by the right people. Focus on local audiences and those interested in seasonal events or dining experiences. So here's some examples of some great ads promoting Easter weekend. In this one, there's a very kind of Easter feel graphic at the front of this carousel, and the carousel continues on to showcase food and drink at the pub. And then at the end, we have a photo of a post-pub walk, which gives the audience an idea of what the experience could be. And in the caption, they've also included information about the family and an Easter egg hunt too. So very eye-catching. In this example, which is also a carousel, you can see lots of examples of the food and drink on offer. The caption's fairly long, so it does take a while to read, but the link goes directly through to book, and so hopefully anyone that's interested would click through to the website here. Lots of people are using bunny or chick emojis at this time of year, which can also help your content to stand out. How do you create a boosted post on Instagram? Well, first choose a post that you've already shared and click Boost Post underneath. That's the blue button. Choose something that you think might work well as an ad. Next, you'll be asked to share your objective. That's what do you want people to do when they see your ad? You can choose between view your profile, message you, or visit a website. Next, define your target audience. You can use the automatic Advantage Plus audience, where Instagram finds and updates the audience that it thinks is most likely to improve your performance. And then you can layer on top things like location and age, and even interest too. Try and target people within a relatively close region and radius of your pub. And you can always layer on additional audience details on top of that. Do make sure that you are targeting people with a minimum age of 18. You can also add in interests into your target audience group as well. So have a think about what people might be interested in if they see your pub's advert. Is it beer? Is it a specific type of beer? Is it maybe a dish or a menu item? Is it generally nightlife, going out, socializing, entertainment? So you can put your interests in here and you'll notice that the estimated audience size is adjusting every time I add in something else. Instagram will tell you whether you've gone too broad or too niche. So try and aim for somewhere in the middle. You'll see that at the moment, I've definitely gone too broad here. So how much should you be spending on your ad? Well, Instagram will provide estimates for the number of people it thinks you're going to be able to reach with your budget. And if you adjust the daily budget or the duration of the ad, you'll see that estimated reach at the bottom does change. So start small by setting a budget of say £10 to £50 for each boosted post. The Instagram tools will allow you to experiment with different budgets to see what works best for your pub, and you can track the performance of each post in real time.